what's up, everybody? This is Rob Whitlock with TWT, coming to you live right here in San Francisco, California at the DRAGONHOUSE. I am here with
Drew Davis.
Drew Davis is an amateur MMA fighter, rising star, looking to move up in the ranks, possibly moving up to pro sometime soon. I believe in this kid. I know he has what it takes, not only just his attributes, but also the person he is, the character, the way he carries himself, and the heart. That's one thing I love about Drew, and I will back him up 110%. If I can add more on that, I will. So, Drew, what got you into fighting, brother?
I would say, I've been watching the sport for a long time, but I would say like my brother, when I was like 14, started showing me some jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, and I was always a small kid, so when he practiced those moves on me, he just like beat the crap out of me, and I wanted to, I liked it, but I wanted to be able to like defend myself, and also just like, I'm just a competitive person. So when he was like showing me when he was showing me the jiu-jitsu and I was just getting beat up, I was like, man, this sucks. Like, I want to do that to him. So, by the time I was like 19, I started training, and it just kind of felt like I've been doing it my like entire life. So.
Okay, that's cool, man. I don't mean to put you on the spot. I know we put him on the spot with the interview.
Oh, that's cool.
That's how we get down.
I don't mind it.
So, why the Hollywood kid?
That's where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah, born and raised just south of the Strip. Always saw myself working in the entertainment industry at some point in my life. And I don't know, just living up in San Francisco, it kind of just felt like I have a lot of pride in where I come from. And just gotta let people know that's where I'm from.
Awesome, man. So DRAGONHOUSE, what brought you to DRAGONHOUSE, brother?
Well, I started training in LA, but when I was up here for school, I wanted to find a gym that that I could train at, but also train at a place that kind of felt like it was like a family, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of MMA gyms in this area that are just kind of, expensive, they're pricey. I feel like it's not so much about helping each other out. It's more just about collecting a tuition, and I just didn't really feel like there were a lot of places out there that had a family vibe. And when I came to DRAGONHOUSE, it felt like a team, felt like brotherhood, felt like a family, and these guys are killers. The fighters here are legit. So I just felt like I was brushing shoulders and training with the right people that could help me in my career for fighting. So
that's what's up, man. Let me ask you, where do you see yourself at with MMA? Is it something is it a long-term thing? Is it a short-term thing? Some guys, they do it just to build up their self-confidence, and not only that, just a place to go to feel the love, the family and stuff that they never had before. But for you, why do you do martial arts, and what does it do for you?
Well, I've definitely seen myself doing this my entire life. Obviously not fighting, but being a part of martial arts. I want that to be something I'm a part of for the rest of my life. I wish I had started sooner. But I see myself fighting professionally. I see myself commentating, coaching. In some aspect of the sport, I'm going to be involved with mixed martial arts. So I think it just, like I said, I played sports my whole life, so I always kind of have a competitive edge in me. But, at first I looked at martial arts as an outlet to get that competitiveness. But then it turned more into something I just love, something I just love to do and be a part of.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So TWT, what's TWT to you, brother? What does it mean to you, and why do you rock, and why do you stand by the movement?
Well, I think it's important to have people in your life and in your corner, so to speak, that have the same goals, same drive, and that you have with anything that you want to do in life, and especially if you want to do it right. And we all have like our coaches and our teammates and our gyms that we fight for. But if you want to do anything successful in life, you have to have the right people outside of those circles that want nothing but the best for you, you know what I mean? And they genuinely care. And I feel like TWT, ever since we first talked, I would kind of just was a younger guy looking for sponsors because I thought that's what you're supposed to do as a fighter, is have sponsors that cover your shorts and your shirts. But you kind of slow me down a little bit. Like, whoa, hold on, let me tell you let me tell you a little bit more about what TWT is. And I could have walked into anything, bro, and been like, "Oh, I want to represent you, and because it looks cool, whatever." And they could have just been like, "Sure." And these are bad people, once you figure that out, it's like, it's too late. I'm already representing their gear, which means I am like part of their crew. But I feel like with you, it's getting to know the person first before the fighter. I feel like that's like the most important thing when you're supporting somebody, is that you care about their morals, not just their career goals, but their morals and how they are as people. And I just feel like TWT has always just been genuine, unconditional support.
Okay, that's cool, man, and that's what we plan on doing and moving forward with not only just you, with everyone, with all the fighters that we associate with. Like I said, Drew, when we first had our talks, and those talks were genuine. What Drew said was very true, because a lot of these fighters, they want sponsors, but also if you're gonna wear somebody's stuff, you want to know what it represents, what it means. And what he said is very true. He wanted to jump in, and like I said, anybody can take advantage of people like that and say, hey, I want you to be part of me. Win or lose, a lot of these sponsors, and like I said, I'm not bad talking nobody, but it is true. A lot of these sponsors, me as a former fighter myself, when you lose, you're just another dusted trophy. They're gonna put on that shelf and they'll replace you. And if you win, that's more game for them. One thing about TWT, win or lose, Drew knows we have his back, and I stand by him. We're not about hatred. We're not about being better than anybody else. We're about spreading the love throughout all the MMA community. We want these fighters to build connections, not only just within their gym, but also with other fighters. Because when you build with other fighters and build those connections, it can take you far. I was that fighter where I closed my door to certain directions, and it didn't get me that far. So when you open your door and expand it to new horizons, you'd be surprised who you know or who they know, and it can open the door. You don't have to give them your full MO, but at the end of the day, it will get you far. So Drew knows TWT has his back. Like I said, we're not a fight team. He has a school. He trains in DRAGONHOUSE, well-respected school right here in San Francisco. I fought on this card several times. Seafood's Young Low's a great guy, great promoter, and also not only a great businessman, but a great friend. Guy's always had my back, and he's given me the blessing to do what I do for his fighters. And I want to shout him out, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have gotten this far. So I want to make sure he gets that credit. But Drew, we love you, bro. We support you. Is there any shout outs you want to give to anybody, and also where they can follow you? And if there's any sponsors out there that are serious, that will take care of this guy, that it isn't like legitimately that's going to be between you guys, check him out, man. And I'm giving you my reference. This is a good kid. This is somebody that you want on your brand, that you would want to represent. So go ahead, brother.
Well, first of all, shout out to DRAGONHOUSE and my Seafood, my coach, for bringing me in to the family. Big shout out to Davis Chong out of Musa Martial Arts Academy down in LA. And just everybody, that's all my friends and family who have been there since my very first amateur fight, since my very first day of training. I appreciate and love all you guys, so thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll be back.